Hello everyone, welcome to this audio podcast. In this series, aligned to the LabZtorm Impact v.3. This is an audio podcast aligned to looking at works surrounding nephrology and what if any are the health educational needs for patients with chronic kidney disease or CKD. And this is an audio podcast aligned to a storm robotics blockade and another storm robotics production. This is an overview. This audio podcast will be will highlight some of the sort of introductory aspects to this works to this research in around educational support surrounding CKD, and looking at this works from a sort of qualitative inquiry. So in line to the introduction, so chronic kidney disease or CKD is evidenced as a slow decline in general health with sort of abnormalities in around physiology and more specifically aligned to sort of the biochemistry parameters, biochemistry and hematology parameters, and also where aligned to this there's general health. There can be general health. There's evidence of general health deterioration and sort of wasting related to decreased metabolic disturbances. At the same time, however, patients are living tend to be living longer and more awareness through local solutions and community and aligned to sort of social media platforms have supported to inform and deliver health improvements for CKD recipients and patients, and in those patients who are at the same time, for example, suspect or high risk for end-stage renal disease or end-stage kidney disease. So, aligned to this, the inclusion of sort of service users has been increasing, but it has not been evaluated or contextualized around sort of the educational provision and use of social media platforms specifically. So this closes this introductory sort of audio podcast aligned to this audio podcast series around the LabZtorm Impact v.3, and looking at works surrounding nephrology. What if any other health educational needs for patients for CKD or chronic kidney disease. The next audio podcast in this series will highlight aspects in around the aims and objectives, and also aligned to the sort of research question or research basis in around this works. Once again, this has been an audio podcast aligned to a storm robotics blockade, and this has been another audio podcast aligned to a storm robotics production. Thank you.